Anthony Joshua. Go, Anthony Joshua. Go, Anthony Joshua. Go, Anthony Joshua. Oh boy, man. Let me start off by giving a round of applause to both men, man. That was a great fight, man. That fight far exceeded any expectations I had. I think anybody had. I figured that fight. I figured if it was a stoppage, it would have been probably 8 rounds or less, and I figured, maybe the first guy who landed a flush shot hurt the first guy real bad, get knocked down, and the fight would be finished. But man, hats off to these guys, man. They showed heart. I have really never really been a big Wladimir Klitschko fan. I was having a lot of good fun at his expense leading up to this fight, talking trash. But this kind of heart and performance, man, got my respect, man. Wladimir Klitschko got my respect tonight, man. 41 years old, did not look good a year and a half ago. This guy was determined to be champ again. He came back. He was putting up a fight, man. He was not the frozen hammer like when he fought Fury. This guy actually put up a fight, showed heart, man. Got off the canvas 3 times, and was close on my scorecard. The way I scored this fight at the time of the stoppage, judging up to the 10th round, not including a score with the 11th round of knockdowns. It was 96-95 for Anthony Joshua on my card at the time of stoppage. This fight was close. It was fun. It was dramatic. A great heavyweight fight, man, and far exceeded expectations. Congrats to both men. This is one of those fights where, to me, I know a lot of people might not see it this way, but I think hardcore, logical boxing fans who has love for the sport and for the fighters, man, this was a fight where really there was no loser, man. Because Klitschko came out shining even in a loss, because the guy showed heart. He put up a fight, with his age, the way he had looked before, all those things, man. Klitschko was looking good, man, and he has my respect, and so much so I was calling for him to retire if he lost this fight. He can continue, man. If he wants to continue, I'm pretty sure the wife won't want him to continue, but if he wants to continue, he has my blessing, man. He was looking good. I know he can beat a good number of guys in the game. So, yeah, hats off to Klitschko, man. Whew. Okay, let's go through the fight the way I saw it. All right. And by the way, I watched the Showtime version. I saw bits and pieces of the Sky version. I saw a little undercard. I didn't pay too much attention to it. I really wanted to see Katie Taylor, but I missed her. I'm gonna check her out later. But I will watch the HBO replay tonight to see how they called it, and probably tomorrow I will watch the Sky Sports version to see how they called it, and I will probably come on and see who called it the best. All right. Round 1, I scored 10-9 for Joshua. A few headshots and a body shot. Klitschko landed a few jabs. All right. Round 2 was a 10-10 round. Klitschko landed a flush shot at the beginning of the round. Joshua landed a right later in the round. Klitschko had the strategy of coming out in the beginning of the rounds to land a hard, heavy right, trying to catch Joshua cold, and it was working. All right. Round 3, another 10-10 round. Joshua letting his hands go but missing. Klitschko did nothing. The fight started off very slow. Did not start out in a dynamic way at all. Round 4, 10-9 Joshua. Klitschko landed flush shot at the start of the round. Joshua landed two good headshots, and a body shot. Okay, round 5 was when the fight broke out. All right, when shit got interesting. Round 5 was 10-8 for Anthony Joshua. A fight broke out. Klitschko gets knocked down. Klitschko misses lots of left hooks, but Joshua doesn't throw the counter. Klit made a comeback. All right. In my opinion, uh, Anthony Joshua's inexperience did not close him the show. Did not close the show for him in the 5th round. It was, I know 2 for sure. It may have been 3. I don't think it was 4, but it was, I believe, 2 to 3 times. Klitschko was throwing these heavy desperation left hooks to get back in the fight, to stun Joshua, to keep him off, to hurt Joshua. Joshua had great defense. He ducked under the left hook. All right, every time he threw it, he would duck under, and Klitschko would be wide open for a right hook counter. Anthony Joshua did not throw it, and I was standing up and screaming as to why are you not letting your hands go? You know, he would duck under the shot. All he had to do was come back up as soon as he ducked, just come back with a counter right hook. If it would have landed flush on Klitschko, it could have been game, set, match, man. And he was not throwing. He was ducking under, and that's all he was doing. You know, hopefully somebody goes back, goes through the fight with him and points this out to him. I am saying it publicly. He needs to throw counters, man. The guy was wide open. He threw some hellacious left hooks, was missing, and was wide open to get countered, man. Wide open. All Joshua had to do was let his hands go and connect, and he did not. So that is an experience. He needs to learn from that mistake, man. He probably could have put the fight away in the 5th round. All right. Let's see. And I believe he may, I don't know, was Joshua gassing himself out at the end of the 5th, but I put that Klit made a comeback. All right. Round 6, 10-8 Klitschko. Klitschko gets a knockdown. Joshua looking hurt and tired. Yeah, I believe Joshua was. He kind of threw the kitchen sink and kind of tired himself in the 5th. All right. And boy, that was something, man. For Klitschko to come back, get a knockdown, and boy, Joshua, I was like, oh man, this shit might be over, man. He was hurt bad, but somehow he survived, man. Thank goodness. All right. Round 7, 10-9 Klitschko. Joshua didn't throw until the round was almost over. All right, round 8, 10-9 Klitschko. Klitschko landed numerous jabs. Round 9, 10-9 Joshua. Joshua landed head and body shots. Klitschko could be tiring and slowing, looking a bit sloppy. I believe the body work was adding up that Joshua had been putting in. They put a graphic up on the screen that I think that it said that he landed like 16 body shots as opposed to Klitschko's 1. And, you know, with a big guy like that, man, big strong guy like that hitting you in the body, man, you know, then plus factor in the age. I know Klitschko was in good shape. He was looking good. But you factor in the age and the body work that was adding up, you know, it I believe it led to Klitschko kind of tiring a little bit and looking a little slow and sloppy. All right. Also, let's see. I want to say Joshua kind of took some of those Miller rounds off because he did kind of make a comeback. His gas tank, I could kind of see him getting up off the stool as the rounds went on. He was beginning to look, you know, fresher as the fight went on. Like he was kind of gathering himself well in the corner, and in the last couple of rounds he was looking good again. All right. Let's see. Round 10 was a 10-10 round for me. Punch for punch, no clear winner. All right. And round 11, which was the last round, two knockdowns by Joshua. Joshua wins by TKO after swarming Klitschko in the corner. When he first hurt Klitschko in that round, he kind of stood and he just kind of like almost looked at him a bit. I think he hit him with an uppercut, and it was a hell of a shot. But he did not jump on him. He just kind of looked at him, and I was like, I stood up and yelled like, "What are you waiting on? Get on his ass!" Luckily he did, and luckily he closed the show, man, in what was, an entertaining classic, man. If there was a rematch, I would not be mad at all. I would not. They could do it at Wembley again, and fill it up again. I tell you, with this kind of fight and Joshua becoming even a bigger star, man. Uh, when it comes to big fights and big names, man, they can they can stage those fights at Wembley, man, draw huge crowds. Maybe not 90,000, but maybe 60, 70. You know, it's especially depending on the ticket price. If it's very affordable, man, they could fill that place up, man, with a Wilder Fury. Those two fights, I believe they could have those at Wembley, man, and draw huge crowds and make big money. All right. The official scorecards: Don Trella 96-93 for Anthony Joshua. All right. Nelson Vasquez 95-93 for Anthony Joshua. And I have a huge problem with the third scorecard: 95-93 Steve Weisfeld, man. I have lost respect for Steve Weisfeld, man. This is the third time since I've been doing videos on YouTube. This is the third time. I know the Broner Granados fight was one. It was another recent one. I cannot remember which one it was. It was it Triple G. It might have been. I don't know. I think it was Triple G. I'll tell you, man. Steve Weisfeld, man. Whenever I see his name from now on, man, I'm doing a thumbs down with the flag and eyebrows raised, man, because me and this guy, we do not see fights the same way. We just don't. I know I score. I am not shy of scoring an even round. If I cannot determine a clear winner, I had 3 even rounds in this fight. Maybe Steve Weisfeld would say that he gave those to Klitschko, but the way I saw the fight, Joshua was winning the fight. He was up by 1 point, and the other 2 judges, they saw it the way I did. They had Joshua ahead, and Steve Weisfeld, man. I got a big thumbs down on this guy, man. We do not see fights the same way. So that is probably about it, guys. I'm kind of laughing to myself. Showtime had this little promo with Kell Brook and Errol Spence, and Kell was like, "Are you ready?" or something, and then Errol Spence said something like, "What did he say? What you got, Kell?" or something. It was he sounded very country, man. "Come on, Kell," some shit like that he said. I was like, "Oh man," but I had to get that little uppercut, that little shot in. But yeah, man, a instant classic, man, instant classic. Can't wait to see how HBO called it. Hell, I will have me a nice big bag of popcorn, and I probably wouldn't be so celebratory if I did not win this wager, but I won, and youth prevailed, man. It did. But I tip my cap to Klitschko, man. He was a warrior. He showed heart and passion for the game, man. This was a great fight. Both, and like I said, both men and to me are winners. Both men are winners. Boxing fans are winners. The sport is a winner. Events like this is what the game needs. We're gonna see all these guys, like I said, man, with these big fights happening. This is going to encourage guys to step up and take on big fights, man, to be on these type of big stages. I know everybody can't fill up a Wembley Stadium with 90,000, but you can have big fights at MSG, Vegas, all these places, man. Staples Center, have big fights, big crowds if you have a big name opponent. And then win, lose, or draw, if you put up a great effort, man, the crowd and boxing fans will cheer you on even if you lose, and show effort and heart. You will not get clowned. You will be respected, man, as long as you lay it all out on the line. And again, congrats to both guys, man. And in closing, let me say, like I said yesterday, man, or this morning when I made my pre-fight video, karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch, and this manager for Klitschko who banned Coogan. I'm guessing he was still banned. I don't know. I did not keep up with what was happening, if he was able to get in or not. But yeah, this guy pulled his low blow, low class move to a guy who was bringing us great coverage, great interviews through IFL, pounding the pavement, man. Sacrificing a lot of his life and personal time, man, and he was getting banned from this fight, man. Bullshit. So yeah. I think that guy kind of cursed Klitschko by acting the way he did, man. Brant or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah. So, uh, hey, congrats to the UK. Congrats to Team Joshua. Hell of an effort. Hell of a win. Won me some cash tonight. And, once again, hey, tip the cap to Klitschko. Round of applause to both men and to everyone, man. To everybody who went to the fight. Everybody who contributed to the success. Boxing world, boxing fans. This was a great one, y'all. And hey, hopefully we will get another great one soon. And I will be checking in, man. Thanks for watching.